how to slow down and control your speed going downhill on roller skis. So to practice this, found a big hill so we can practice all of our methods on a nice long descent. So first we had to get there going our nice cruisy L1 pace, nice and easy. Wait, what? Oh, all right, cresting a hill. Okay, look at this thing. Look at this beast. How are we going to go down this? All right, well, to get down this thing, let's start on a flatter, easier, more mellow hill. You can absolutely practice on the flats as well. Just you generate your own speed on the flats and you can practice all these maneuvers. I have a very mellow, small, gradual hill here. And roller skiing being a very dangerous sport, go downhill on roller skis at your own risk. It's always worth it to progress at your own pace, do what feels comfortable, take your time, feel confident in these maneuvers. Preparing well and getting good at these moves will dramatically help reduce the amount of crashes, hopefully. So good luck, and here, let's get right into it. This is just a quick crash course and all the drills you want to have getting down. I can and will in the future go more in depth and more detailed, but for now, quick overview. If you have any questions about any of these or need any clarification, please leave in the comments down below and I'll either answer it there or make its own video about it. And that could really help. If you have that same question, probably a lot of other people do as well, probably something I didn't explain well. If I could clarify that, that would really help everybody. Thank you so much, and let's get right into it. All right, so first one is just your standard snow plow. You can just have your nice wide feet, and as long as you don't get going too fast, you can really maintain slow pace down an entire hill like this. It's a matter of leg strength and how long you can hold that. As you're on a mellow hill, you'll get a feel for it. As you go on a steeper hill, you'll notice you have to put more and more pressure on. And that's where when the roads get wet, it can be dangerous to do this particular move because as your legs are so wide, you can lose a little grip on your wheels in the road when the roads are slippery and wet, especially over painted lines, for example. The other thing I want to mention is in all these examples, you see me constantly looking over my shoulder to see what cars are coming in front of me, if there's any cars coming behind me. I'm taking up a lot of this lane, and so I just want to always make sure I'm ready to get out of the way. So that's first one. For the second one, if you've got a nice long descent, your legs can get really tired doing that snowplow move. This is a nice, easy method without blowing your legs out too bad. And that's basically doing these little tiny step turns just back and forth across the road. Again, doing this one, especially if I'm crossing both lanes, I'm on a very quiet road out here. I am listening and constantly looking back for cars. And you can go nice and easy down pretty much the steepest hills that there are using this method. And just to show another example of, while I am crossing both lanes here, you can do the exact same thing just in one lane. And you'll see me, yeah, again, looking back. So to do this one right, it's kind of the opposite. If you're racing and you want to go faster on a corner, you're kind of pushing off and accelerating and you generate speed when you turn. This is kind of the opposite, where each step is almost a little brake. Control your speed all the way down a nice steep hill if need be. What's great about this method is you can always just step right off the road and come to a stop. This would be an example if you do hear a car coming. You've been weaving, you've been doing your slalom brake step turns. You hear a car coming. Now you do your snowplow step. Each snowplow step is a little brake step like this. That way you're not weaving across the road anymore. You just step, slow down, and you can either keep continuing forward doing your snowplow brake step, or like I do here, I just get completely off the road to let the car go by. It's just always a great reminder that if there's any kind of sketchy situation, you can get way off the road and get out of anything dangerous. So you can absolutely just step and keep going straight. Depending on the steepness of the hill, obviously you can just glide out. And so as you get comfortable with those, you can give yourself a little more speed going into these moves. And so here I'm doing a little combo again, some snow plows. I'm looking back over my shoulder. I'm turning to the uphill side. I'm stepping off the road. So I'm practicing putting everything together here. And here we have, I'm just showing the position of the T-stop on my roller skis. And the reason why I'm not even demonstrating this properly, and I'll go into more detail and I'll demonstrate this better with an old pair of, say, worn out roller skis. And that's because when you do this T-stop, I do this one as a last resort because I don't currently have a good infinite supply of roller ski wheels yet. If I had more wheels, I would do this more often. I use it as a last resort because you can do this at pretty high speed and get yourself slowed down enough to then go into the snowplow and then the snowplow step, for example. When you do this, it wears out your wheels extremely unevenly. So I'm just showing the foot position, and this is an option, and you are welcome to practice this, and it is absolutely good to practice this. I will demonstrate this more in a future video, but I just did not want to wreck my wheels. So one of the keys of being safe on roller skis is knowing your route and knowing what the run out is like. Because obviously one of the ways to go downhill on roller skis is to just go straight and roll out and have a good run out at the bottom, and you just keep gliding and you're on your way. If that's not an option, if you're on a route with intersections or a hill that has a tight turn at the bottom, anything like that, then the key will be to control your speed from the top. So as you crest the hill, you'll need to know how fast you can go, but with still making that corner. And you'll notice with some of these techniques, if you build up too much speed, it's going to be very, very hard to just initiate your snowplow or initiate your snowplow step deceleration. And so if you do have a lot of speed, that's where that T-stop comes in, is like that's your initial brake to try and shed some speed, get going slow enough so then you can transition to your snowplow step, to your snowplow, and then your snowplow step, and you might need to be swerving back and forth if need be, for some emergencies. But if you do control your speed from the crest of the hill, everything can be nice and mellow and smooth and controlled. And that's where having good confidence and practice on these drills here will come in majorly handy. This was a really quick video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.